It feels like AI is everywhere these days, right? It's weaving its way into everything we do at work. And while it promises to make us incredibly efficient, it's also creating this whole new world of pressure. For a lot of people, that's leading to a very specific, very modern kind of exhaustion.
So that brings us to a really important question. We think of AI as this great tool to make our jobs easier, but what if it's accidentally doing the exact opposite? According to some experts, for a lot of us, AI is actually becoming a stress multiplier. It's taking the pressures we already feel and just cranking them up.
And this phenomenon now has a name: AI Burnout Syndrome. Now, this isn't just feeling tired of your laptop. It's a very real form of work exhaustion, and it's driven specifically by the super fast, often messy, rollout of AI tools that leaves people feeling completely overwhelmed.
To figure out how to solve this, we first have to get the diagnosis right. And the key, really, is to completely reframe how we think about burnout. Because it's not a personal problem. It's a systems problem. It's about a failure in the workflow.
I love this quote from Inflow Health. Let it sink in for a second. Burnout isn't a wellness failure, it's a workflow failure. This just totally flips the script. It tells us the answer isn't to just tell employees to meditate more, but to actually fix the broken processes causing all the stress to begin with.
And you know what? The research completely backs this up. A big review found that the real culprits behind burnout are things like way too much paperwork and systems that just don't talk to each other. In one study, get this, over 40% of nurses said that administrative work was the main reason they were so exhausted. It's not about resilience, it's about the workload.
So this leads us to a really fascinating paradox. AI is part of the problem, but it might also be the most powerful cure we have. So which one is it? Is AI the villain or the hero? Well, it turns out the answer is both.
You can really see AI's two-faced nature here. On one hand, you've got techno-stress. Worrying about our jobs, feeling like we're always being watched by the tech, and just being overwhelmed trying to learn new systems. But then, you flip the coin. When we use AI correctly, it can be the cure. It can automate all that tedious paperwork and smooth out the clunky workflows.
And this isn't just a theory. Look at this perfect real-world example. A study looked at what happened when pediatricians started using an AI scribe. Before the AI, their burnout rate was almost 55%. That is huge. After they brought in the tool, it dropped all the way to 33%. That's a massive, massive improvement.
So, what does that actually mean in real terms? Well, that one AI tool saved every single provider an average of 1.5 hours a week. That's real time they got back. Time for their patients, time for themselves, time to just breathe. All because a broken workflow got fixed.
Fixing the workflow is absolutely critical. It's step one. But what about the stress that's already taken its toll on us physically? You see, technology can fix a system, but it can't heal the biological impact that chronic stress has on our bodies. For that part, we need a totally different kind of solution, one that's centered on us, the humans.
And this is where we have to shift our thinking. We go from a top-down tech fix to a bottoms-up human one. This approach gets that stress and trauma aren't just ideas in our head, they're actually stored in our bodies. So if we want to heal, that's where we have to start.
To really get this, let's use a simple analogy. Think of your brain as a library. Your left brain? That's the logical librarian. It's all about rules, time, and organization. Your right brain, on the other hand, is where all the books and movies are stored, all the raw emotions, the images, the actual experiences.
So when something really overwhelming happens, like chronic burnout, the right brain records the whole thing like a movie. But the logical librarian in the left brain, it often checks out. It just stops watching. The problem is the right brain has no sense of time, so that stressful movie feels like it's always happening. Somatic therapy is all about getting the body calm enough for the librarian to finally sit down, watch the movie, and go, oh, that's what happened, and it's over now.
So this sounds great, but how do we actually do this in a practical way? Well, that leads us straight to a somatic approach, which uses really simple body-based skills to help us manage our stress response directly. The most basic, foundational skill has a bit of a fancy name, interoceptive awareness, but it's actually super simple. All it means is the practice of noticing the physical sensations inside your own body. That's it. You're not judging them, you're not analyzing them, you're just noticing. This is step one to taking back control of your nervous system.
And this skill is right at the heart of models like the Community Resiliency Model, or CRM for short,
CRM teaches a whole set of these little skills to help you notice when you've been knocked out of your resilience zone, that balance state where you feel and work your best, and it gives you the tools to gently guide yourself back.
And the skills themselves are things you could do like right now. It can be a quick reset. It starts with tracking. Just take a second and notice any sensation in your body. No judgment. Next is resourcing. Shift your focus to a part of your body that feels good or even just neutral. And finally, grounding. Just feel your feet on the floor or the chair underneath you. Each one of these little actions sends a powerful "you are safe" signal straight to your nervous system.
So, what is the big takeaway from all this? This quote really says it all. The path forward isn't just about building better AI. It's about balancing all that incredible technology with a deeper understanding of our own biology, with our own somatic wisdom.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As we build these increasingly intelligent systems out there in the world, maybe the most important intelligence we need to cultivate is our own. Maybe in this age of AI, the smartest thing any of us can do is finally learn to listen to what our own bodies are telling us.